this was something I saw not too long ago that I thought was interesting to talk about. Come on, pull up. Hey, there it goes. Anne Frank. She had white privilege? Twitter debates. Hello, Anne. Twitter is yet again proving it's the worst for bulk bad takes, this time debating whether Anne Frank, who was hunted and killed by Nazis, had white privilege while alive. You might have noticed the late Holocaust victim was trending Saturday, but finding out why is disheartening. Some, it seems, have floated an argument that Anne Frank benefited from white privilege in Nazi Germany, an argument that is rightly being shot down left and right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Odd, but to say that Twitter was like someone made like a big viral tweet, no, it was a very small tweet, but it got a lot of people talking. Not this. Oh my God, not this. It's this because there is some things I want to say because this was happening at a time and also interesting conversation was happening about Frida Kahlo, which happens every year. The Anne Frank one, it was pretty much shot down immediately about her having white privilege. People basically came to the conclusion, yes, but it didn't help her. Which is, fair. That's a fair conclusion. But there's, I don't really see that one as that relevant or interesting to talk about. However, uh, I do see as this one pretty interesting because this one is never like a set conclusion. It just kind of pops up every year, and no one really just says anything. But everyone discussing if white girl Frida Kahlo was an appropriate or not indigenous communities she stole from. Meme. Yeah, Frida Kahlo. If you don't know who Frida Kahlo is, she was a mestizo artist from Mexico who was a Marxist who had a lot of art that had to do with being indigenous and mixed and white. And people are upset every fucking year that she exists because they're like, she's white. She stole from indigenous communities. And I'm here to say, shut the fuck up. She was mixed, meaning she was mixed with white and indigenous. Her mother was also mixed, so the percentages are a little skewed. It could be as high as 25%. Who knows? We're just gonna go with she was like mostly white, but with a quarter indigenous. Let's go with that. Let's keep the math simple. A fourth. What does it matter if she's only like 25% indigenous? She's still indigenous, right? Her art reflects being mixed. Like most of the time, her art is about being mixed more than anything else. But she has a lot of like certain color patterns and techniques and all of that. I don't care that she does. She can use them. She is mixed. She grew up in the culture. She saw it all the time. I did not compare for Frida Kahlo to be trash day on this our day in Lord. Dude, she's trashed. It wasn't today. Probably today. Probably people are trashing her right now. But like this, it was like her birthday every year. Every fucking year. And it pisses me off because me being mixed, me being mestizo, I relate. I, you know, my parents are like, or my grandparents are like heavily indigenous, more than they are white. I mean, they're mixed. Not my grandma. She is like pure-blooded native. My grandpa's got some mixture in there. So my mom is, technically mestizo. And I am mestizo. Hey, hi, hello. Because I am mixed with white on my dad's side. But I grew up in the culture with appreciation of like Huichol art and Chamula and Quiche art all the time. I saw it everywhere and it's beautiful and I love it. And people saying that basically whoever's saying like Frida Kahlo couldn't have like engaged with this art is like saying I couldn't have engaged with this art, and it's so stupid because I don't see why not, because it's it's my lineage, you know. It's in my family, it's in my culture. I saw it, I dealt with it. So like, why can't I? Because I don't have like the right percentage. Like, Frida Kahlo was white and appropriate indigenous culture. I don't want to see her whack ass on my timeline. I She wasn't white. She was mixed. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. It's so stupid. Like, her art more or less was about being mixed. And like, look at this. Like, here is like one of her more famous pieces. We have, her representation of being indigenous on the right and being white on the left. Like, it's beautiful. I'm not a particular fan of her art per se, but I like the sentiment. It's it's good. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand the hate. I don't understand why people are so fucking petty. And half the time, these people, most of the people having the Frito Kahlo discussion, aren't indigenous either, like at all. They're like literally every other race, mainly white, funnily enough. But it's just stupid. I hate it. It gets me upset because, you know, I've had the experience of I've shown off like this leg tattoo before. Not on here, but I've shown off like this design before to like other people. You know, I don't know if people can really tell what it is, but like I've shown it before. It's kind of it's like Mesoamerican inspired, uh, mainly Mayan inspired, because I enjoy the history. You know, I enjoy the history of learning about like all this stuff, and like I love history in general, like the ancient societies specifically, and I love the one in America because it's just so it was like isolated and like insular, and a lot of interesting like things. I'm just going on a ramble, but it wasn't like what was going on in the rest of the world. It was its own thing, and I also have like a little bit of pride because it's like, man, this is cool. Like my family come from this the same way I do with like ancient like Celtic shit with my dad side of the family. It's like it's cool. I come from this, so it's like I put it on my body, and one day I showed it off, and someone said, "That looks Mayan. Are you? Why do you have that?" And I was like, "Oh, because my way back in the day, my grandmother's ancestors were Mayan, and my grandfathers were uh, Nawa." And she was like, "Oh, okay. See, I thought you were white," and I was about to get really upset. And I was like, "Well, like I'm mixed." And then she got really upset because she was like, "Well, if you're not fully that, then why do you have it?" And I was like, "Because just because I'm not fully it doesn't mean I'm any." What do you mean? And she like explained, well, it belongs to only the people of those cultures. I'm like, you do know like most of these cultures were like erased hundreds of years ago because of the Spaniards. Whatever. Like it was stupid. Or you could probably pass for white, but you could get a desk job and a free house. I mean, a lot of people say I pass for white, but more people say I look more Middle Eastern than anything, which I can kind of see, to be fair. But yeah, skin tone is not really showing correct because I got a big ass white light pointed at me. And if I turn it off, it just gets shadowy and it doesn't show it correctly. So yeah, I'm just looking very like physically whitewashed today. At any moment I stream because white lights. But no, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't understand, and it's just always more id pull from people who let's be fair. Let's play their game. White people have no right to talk about mixed people being indigenous or not. I don't honestly. I don't believe that, but still, like it makes she's mixed with indigenous. Therefore, she's allowed to paint indigenous stuff. She's not appropriating the culture. It is her culture. Stupid people would say otherwise.